Hello, believers of Christ. Hope you're doing well. So today I'll be taking you guys through Genesis chapter 5 verse 3. And it says, when Adam lived 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness and in his own image, and he named him Seth. That's the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So this verse has 7 main teachings or lessons we can take away from it. Yes, the birth of Seth. The first teaching, the image of God continues through generations. Adam had a son in his own likeness, in his own image. This shows that God's image is passed through generations. God's design always continues. Yes, God's design always continues in us human beings. The second teaching, God gives second chances through new beginnings. After Abel's death and Cain's fall, as we saw in the previous episodes, God allowed Adam to father Seth. This shows that even after pain or loss, God can still give hope and restoration. Yes, God always gives hope and restoration where necessary. The third teaching, parents influence the spiritual direction of their children. Seth reflected Adam's likeness, not just physically but spiritually. That is very powerful. Yes, Seth was a spiritual and physical representation of Adam. Very powerful. The fourth teaching, God preserves a godly line for his purposes. Through Seth, the line of righteousness continued. This shows God maintained his plans even when humans failed. The fifth teaching, fatherhood and family are important to God. This verse emphasizes Adam's role as a father. Family is central in God's design and not something to take lightly. Yes, families are not something to take lightly. They are God's design. They are part of God's design, part of God's natural order, family. The sixth teaching, life has seasons, long seasons. Adam had lived 130 years before Seth was born. That's unimaginable. 130 years old before Seth was born. Adam had to wait for 130 years for Seth to be born. That shows a lot of patience and it's mind-blowing. It doesn't even seem real. This story doesn't seem realistic or real in modern day standards. 130 years old. That's a crazy feat. That's a W, man. That's a W. This teaches patience. God's timing is not rushed. Yes, God's timing is not rushed. God's timing is perfect. Not rushed and not delayed. Perfect timing. The seventh and final teaching, names carry meaning and purpose. Adam named his son Seth, meaning appointed or granted. This reflects purpose. Our lives are appointed by God. Yes, our lives are appointed by God, like Seth. We as Christians should build godly legacies. We should aim to pass on faith, values, and righteousness to the next generation. Yes. We as Christians should trust God for new beginnings when things fall apart. We should believe that God can still bring restoration. Like how Adam believed after Abel's death and Cain's fall, that he would get a true heir, another beautiful, strong, immaculate, spiritual heir, who became Seth. We as Christians should lead with character. Our lives influence others. We should live in ways worth copying from other people. Yes, people should be able to emulate our lives as Christians willingly because it's worthwhile living. We as Christians should value family deeply. We should invest in relationships with children, siblings, parents, and future family members. We as Christians should be patient with God's timing. We may wait years for what God promised, but his timing is perfect. Like Adam. Adam waited 130 years to get another true heir. We as Christians should live with purpose. We should remember our lives are appointed Our lives are appointed, yes, and we have divine assignments, yes. We as Christians have divine assignments we need to fulfill. We as Christians should pray over our future families. We should ask God to preserve a godly line through us, just like He did through Seth. So that's all I had for today, guys. Thank you very much, and as usual, God bless.